Okay, welcome back. Another day, another opportunity. Let's continue working the project. So let's first of all, let's go here and let's go here. We're going to start the timer, which is important to measure how much time you're spending at specific jobs. And we can hide that, and let's jump into what we have now in progress. We need to finish up the statistic component that we were working last time. So Unreal Fantasy, let's open that up. Also off screen I made a per se save point in the repository, so I made a commit. So everything should be checked out. Yeah, okay. Unfortunately, big part of game development is just looking at progress bars. There's not much you can do about that. This is how it is. And I have a very decent hardware, yet it doesn't change anything. Okay, fantasy character data component. Equipment interface, no need. This might. And data interface. Okay, so what do we have on the agenda right now? Let's check. Level and experience, additional features of armor, of attack, and then health and stamina. Let's start with level and experience. That's going to be an easy one. Just make a variable, call it experience. It could be a float, it could be an integer. Let's make it an integer, it will be easier. Let's make another one. Level should notify us about a level up, so let's make it rep notify. And experience points, should they be? Let's make them rep notify as well. So we want the level system to inform us about changes, and they will be doing some other notify stuff, but we don't need it right now. We're going to do it when we'll be working on the UI. We could just mark replicated. Level by default is going to be 1. Whatever class we have, we are level 1. Experience is 0. And we need a function. We're going to call it calculate next level XP. So you're getting your current level, and you're multiplying that by 1000. And this is basically how much experience you need to reach the next level. So if you are level 1, you need 1000 XP. If you are level 2, you need 2000 XP on top of the 1000 you already have. But you don't care about the 1000 you already have because you're already level 2. So what you care is that you need another 2000 for the next level. So we're going to do return value, and we're just going to do it like this. Say it's pure. And we're going to make a function on level up. And on level up, we're going to calculate next level XP. And we're going to say experience minus this. Set experience. And by the way, every set node like this is also a get, so we could do it like this, but it doesn't look very good, right? It's not easy to read, so this is a lot better. So on level up, we're doing this, and we're doing just increment of the level. And return node, And we can also make a function can level up. And there's a very simple return note of bool value, which will just say that if our experience is greater than calculate next level experience. Oh, not greater, it's greater or equal, because equal also works. So those are experience. We can also change this to experience. It will update all the functions in it. So those are rep notify. So on rep experience, we can do a check. Sorry about that. We can do a check can level up, but on rep notify runs on both server and all clients. So we're just going to do authority switch. Oh, we can do authority. Okay, so is server. It's basically authority switch. So we don't even bother with checking. So we're doing like on client, it doesn't matter if we can level up, because only the server can increment the level, because level is replicated and experience is replicated. So any calculations done on the client side will be just redundant. And if can level up, what we want to do, we want to do basically on level up. So can level up and just call on level up. Well, not here. Here. If this is true. Maybe rename that, because it's not on level up, it is level up. And this is experience, and this is experience, and this is experience, and this is experience. All those functions are experience. Oh, those can't be categorized. Okay, never mind. Okay. So we're just leveling up. And we're going to do a more sophisticated system later on, but this is enough for now. Okay, let's go here. Leveling experience, that's enough. Base armor, shield, dexterity, circumstance. Okay. So shield armor bonus replicated here. We want circumstance armor bonus, which is also something we can read from a variable, but we don't need to make statistic for dexterity, because we are already counting dexterity in the interface function that is getting the armor. So it's already counted. So now we go here and we say base armor class plus shield plus circumstance. Oh, and there's also armor. Or equipment armor bonus. Oh, let's do it like this. It's also replicated. It's also here. So those three are armor that counts always, and for unprepared we only count base armor, and we only count this basically. So base armor, shield armor, and no, actually we don't count shield armor, so that's even less. Okay, so prepared is this. Okay, and circumstance is being added here. Okay, so we've updated the armor. Attack score, base, strength, circumstance. We don't have circumstance yet, which is important. And this is... it doesn't have to be. Okay. So now when we go into get attack bonus, we need to also account this one. It probably should be different for melee and ranged, but for now we can leave it like this. Let's not overcomplicate things. Okay, and now health. Health is gonna be easy. You can close all those. So let's do health. It will be a lot easier to calculate if it's a float. And it is replicated. It's not going to be regenerating a tick, so it can be replicated. If I wanted to make a tick regeneration, I wouldn't replicate that. I would just sync it from time to time. We want max health, which is also replicated, and that's about it. Let's say 10 and 10. And we need a new function. So this is combat, this is ability score. Get health and get stamina. So what do we expect from this function? We expect that we will get health, and we'll get max health, and it could be useful if we also get percentage as a 0-1. Although we could calculate it, but let's get like this. And same for stamina, really. Stamina, max stamina, and stamina percentage. Okay, and those will be resource or attributes, or how do you call it? Those are resources basically. Okay, so we go again into our character, into interface, resource, and just do this. Get stamina and push it forward. Get health. And push it forward. Okay. So now we can handle them here. So get health basically gets health, max health, and also a fraction of one from the second one. We could even just do it like this. It will look better. And now for the stamina, let's make it category resource. And we need stamina and max stamina. And those default are 6 and 6. And guess what? They are not instance editable and they are not replicated. They're going to be completely handled. Oh, actually, health will be rep notify. And we can even make a event dispatcher, which will be called on health update. Okay, and we can have another event dispatch. Oh, not this. We can have another event dispatcher will be called on level up. Okay, so on health update, we click this and we say that output is old. Oh, we cannot access the old value. We can access old value in event dispatchers only in C++. We can't do it in blueprints. Well, no biggie. We'll just output health and we output max health and we output health percentage. Okay, and on level up we're just displaying one thing, new level. We don't need more. Okay, for now those are enough. And when do we want to call this? Obviously on rep health. We want to call on health updated, call it. Come on. Let's close this guy and open him up again. Okay. Level up. Okay, so we level up and on rep level up we call on level up. And on rep health we call health update. But why I don't new level? Oh, okay, I get that. I need to change the names of those. Is it like this? We only update new health and on level up. We only update new level. Yeah, this one is okay. Why? Health update on cool. could not find a pin for the parameter. Delegate signature on call level up. That's interesting. And if I call it in the main graph, let's see, on health update call. Wow. What's wrong with my event dispatchers? Hold on. Doesn't matter. I don't understand. This is an extra component. Should be able to call event dispatchers. Maybe because I had wrongly named the variables at the start. Let's try it again. On health update. Okay, call. Maybe it doesn't want me to have output nodes. New health value. Refresh nodes. Wow. Okay, we don't need value. We can work with it just like it is. So on health update is being called on rep health, and on level we're going to say on level up. Okay. So we got this covered. Now we need fantasy character data. We need some more stuff. Edit. Okay, so now we have resource stamina, right? And like I said, it's not replicated. Max is 6. Okay, this one is replicated because it's not going to change. But and it is instance in the table. But stamina is just being reduced and added as we go. So what we want to do is do a tick function that will update the stamina. And want to make a function. I mean, we could do it in event, but let's make a function. Regenerate stamina. So now, if we do it on a timer, it will be in sync, quote unquote, but if any frame is shorter or longer than the sync time of the timer, it will actually refresh on the next frame. So it doesn't matter if we use timer or tick, so let's rather use tick. Because we need as fast refreshment of the stamina as possible. So regenerate stamina will get stamina. See if it's lower than max stamina. So if it is lower than the max stamina, only then we want to do stuff. We want to take stamina and want to add value to it, and we want to set new stamina, but we want to clamp it. And we want to clamp minimum to be 0 and maximum to be at our max stamina. Okay, so we want to do that, and the value we want to add is based on our max stamina. So if our max stamina is 6, we want that to regenerate. We need to have an input, and it will be tick time. We don't need tick time. We can get global tick, right? Get world delta seconds. There it is. And get tick global tick it's a completely different thing. So this is time dilatation, and this is the word second. So this is the tick time of your game, of your entire process, not of this particular component, because this component could have a custom tick time. It starts with 0, which means that every frame tries to do the tick, but you can set it to, let's say, just 30, or say 1, or you can say 0.1, it will be 10 times a second, or you can make it 0 and it will just do always, right? You can do like 0.0, I don't know. Let's just leave it at 0. So I want to get this anyway, the delta time. And we want to say max stamina divided by 6. So our stamina will be multiplication of 6. It will be 6, 12, 18, and so on. Okay? So if we know that it's in interval of 6, we want to divide it by 6, and then we want to just multiply it by our seconds. So let's do that, and let's apply it here. Format graph. Okay. Let's start with stamina 0 instead of 6. This way we can see if it even works. And on tick, we want to just run regenerate stamina. Oh, we might want one more thing that says alive. And this should be rep notify. And it should go into resources because it's part of the health system. And we don't have handle damage yet, but in general, what we want to do this and say and by the way, we are alive, because if we are not alive, then there's no point in running a tick function, right? So even graph, even tick regenerates stamina. This is really cool. Like, we can do a lot of just call event, but only on the owner, because we just want to update UI, for example, and that makes sense, for example, for on rep health. So on rep health, we want to say that health is rep notify, and replication condition is, for example, oh no, we actually want to, no, we want the server and the owner to know. We want owner only, which means that it gets replicated only to owner, but it still is server authority. So it's still replicated, still runs notification, but it will call notification only on the server and the owner, because server always is part of the replication process. So we don't have like server and owner. This is just owner only. Okay. Let's go. Let's go back. Let's go back here. Health, stamina. Okay, so we got our custom stat set. Let's go to the camera system. Okay, that's going to be a fast one. We can close this. Like, this is already becoming quite big, I would say, but don't worry about it. It's actually well contained, and everything that you need from the component will be running only through those interface calls. Oh, and by the way, we can also, as we are on the stamina system, we can go into our fantasy character data interface. And for resources, we want to do has enough stamina resource. And this is a get function, so it only has an output. And an input. So stamina required is float, and output is enough. Or success, or true, I don't know. Has enough. And the second function will be reduce stamina. Try reduce stamina. Try reduce stamina has an input saying stamina cost, and it might have an output of success and current stamina. Okay. And has enough stamina can be pure. But yeah, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. This is good. We're going here, and those are both resource functions. So we go here, we're going to resource. Try has enough. And we do exactly the same as we did before, just push everything forward. Like we do it once, and it will save us so much time when we're doing abilities later on. Because normally what we would do, we would get the instigator or get the owner actor of an ability, and then we would just drag a line and say get component by class, and we would say fantasy character data, and we can just do try reduce stamina message, which is cool, right? We can do it like this, and we probably could do like this containing a function, but we still have to call two nodes every time we do anything, and instead of that we can just skip that and call this directly on the instigator. And because this is a message, if it doesn't implement the interface, it will just fail and nothing will happen. Okay, and now we go to the component, and we're going to interface resource has enough, try reduce. Okay, has enough is very simple. We're getting stamina. We can get directly the variable, we don't need to call it by function. And we might want to add word delta seconds. So a single frame delay, or you know what, can we do ping? Oh, we can do ping. But we can do only from session object. No. Maybe let's do like a very small failsafe, like 0.1, that we need to have if stamina required. So we will just reduce the actual stamina that we have by 0.1, I would say. No, let's not do that. Let's be precise. Like, if you have consistent lag, the replication time will be the same both ways all the time. So even when you have inconsistencies, you will never be aware of them. because you will have enough time to regenerate all the stats running at tick to be on the same state as the server. And there is the human lag, which is usually greater than the server lag, which means that there's very small chance that you will fail an ability. So let's say that if this is greater or equal to this, then yes. We might do greater instead of greater equal, but if our stamina requirement is 6 and we have 6, then we need to do this equal. So let's leave it at this. Try reduce stamina means that we get stamina, we minus stamina, and then we clamp to max stamina, and the minimum is 0. This is the try, because if we by any chance like have a skill that reduces stamina by 6 and we only got 3 stamina, we still want to zero out the stamina. And this is success. Well, always. We don't need to do this check. Okay, let's get back to the here then. Like, this is always a success. So we can go here and say and here just compile and save. Okay,